Hey, all right. It's Monday, February 12th, and it's just after 11 a.m. on the West Coast right now. Wrapped up my day just a few minutes ago. I haven't taken any trades recently. My trades were early in the morning. You can see them here on this chart. Both my trades were on the same chart today. Um, and I was 2-0 for the day. All these trades were copied on the same two trades. So I traded PA number two, made 194 bucks on that one, and same with evaluation 31, and then eval 33. I traded four contracts, so that's why it's double the amount on that one. And let's take a look just on my PA number two account. As you can see here, I'm now at 51,696, so I'm about 900 away from qualifying for the payout, and drawdown and everything is healthy. And evaluation 33 is going to renew, I think, in about a week, if I remember correctly. So this one, my plan is to just copy trade it on every trade I take until I either blow it up or pass it. And as I get closer and closer to the renewal, I'll be raising the contracts. So right now I'm trading four contracts on it. My hope was to get even a couple more trades today, but it didn't happen. I had to take my daughter to school. So I had missed a chunk of time from the day, and then another little chunk of time when I was feeding my dogs, and you know how it goes. So today wasn't a completely full session, but still fine. And then evaluation 31, I'm up about $500 on it, so I need to make another 1,000 on it for it to pass. And then I didn't get to PA number 6 at all today. I wanted to, but just didn't happen. As well as evaluation 29 is like right at the starting balance. This 28 is blown up from last week or the week before, I forget. Evaluation 27 is up 600 on a 50K, so a lot of work to do on that one still. Need 2,400. And then 26 is blown up still. It'll come back when it renews. And 22 and 23, I took a couple losses on last week. So these are actually kind of in the same boat as 33, except they don't renew for like another week beyond 33. So I'm kind of trying to concentrate on 33 and 31 since it's in good standing and not so far off from qualifying. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. As my first trades are kind of on those first three accounts like I did today. And then if I was to get like two or three trades on those three accounts, then if there's any more trades, then I would switch to PA6, and then I'd probably do 22 and 23 with that, maybe even 27, and then 29 I still have as a backup account in case things go horribly wrong with these other accounts. And that's kind of the game plan for now. So what else? 80% discount still going on till tomorrow for Apex evaluations. Any size account, you can use this code or any other if you're looking to do that thing. Like and subscribe if you're interested in following this journey I'm on. I've been recording and showing all my trades on YouTube since September of last year. And I've switched things up a couple times over the months, and now I've settled into trading the NQ. I used to be trading ES, and I'm definitely feeling much more comfortable trading NQ with the style of trading that I'm doing now. And I feel like I'm just being more consistent from day to day in terms of having good days. So 2-0 today, I'll take it. For anyone that's been watching me, you know that two trades in a day for me is really good. I'll take two trades a day any day. If I average 10 trades a week, that's great for me. So that's kind of where things have been at lately. Maybe a little bit higher. I had a couple weeks where I had a week where I had 19 trades, another week where I had like 15 trades. So that's a lot of trades for me. So even 10 trades a week is a lot for me. So 2 days are great. I'll take it. Let me take the stuff off my screen and talk about the trades real quick. All right, so I started today around 6:55 or so. I think by the time my stream was on, 6:50, 6:55, and I had four charts. All had no losers. One had a loser like right at the open of the session. That wasn't something I cared about. As far as I was concerned, there was no losers on any of my charts, and didn't take long. I mean, it was a pretty tight range, not a lot of price action on my charts at that point of the day. But by 7:15, I got my first trade on this chart. Again, I took it on PA6, Eval 31 and 33. And it's interesting because when I entered this trade, it started to work against me here, and you could see the peak of the bar up here. It started to look like it was going to go against me, and then eventually it started to work. So, this kind of trade I wouldn't normally take if I wasn't trading the system. If I was just trading it based on rules, to me it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 bars stacked up side by side before the entry bar, or before the signal bar and before the entry bar. So I wouldn't necessarily love that. But again, because the chart had no losing entries for the entire session, and I had already I skipped 2 trades before this on my charts. So when I saw, okay, these charts seem to continue to work, I decided I was just going to take the next trade, and it turned out to be this one. And it made me a little nervous at the start, like I said, but then it ended up working out no problem. And I was kind of like toying with the idea of taking less than my scalp profit target, because it was doing that thing where it kept like coming down close to it, but not quite, and then going back up. And so it seemed like resistance. And I was thinking maybe there was resistance, like if you go back and watch the trade, how it was recorded live on the live stream, it looked like right here at the bottom of these candles, it kept coming to it and bouncing. And so I was like, oh no, is it going to be resistance and send it up the other way? Fortunately, I hung with it and got the full scalp target that I wanted. And then just minutes later, this all happened within 6 minutes of each other, this entry to this entry. Got my second trade, same accounts traded. And again, the same idea. I wouldn't normally want to take this trade because the signal bar is not great. There is kind of a level here of support. So I liked that. But it was only kind of like the second test of that. And there was not really any reason for me to think that it wouldn't reach all the way down to this low before any kind of bounce. So both trades weren't my favorite trades, but it was a winning chart. I'm trying to just trust my charts. I'm willing to take a loss if my trade is going to be the first loss on the chart for the entire day's session. To me, that's just kind of unlucky. The odds would say that I'm not going to get the first loss on the chart on my first trade or even my second trade. And so it worked out, got my 2 trades. And then this thing rocketed up. I was looking actually for, let's see here. I was actually looking for this to make a second leg up, 1 leg, 2 legs. And I thought it would get up here. And you can see it didn't quite get up there. Even when it had this correction, it's 1 leg down, 2 legs down. It's like a perfect measured move. It seemed like it would be the correction before it went on to reach it. But when this third attempt couldn't get up there also, I wasn't surprised to see the sell off like that. But no trades for me in there. And I was actually gone somewhere around 8:30 or so, somewhere in this neighborhood. I left to take my daughter to school. So I didn't trade until I got back somewhere around 9:15, 9:20. And then I didn't see anything. Also on this chart, there had been a loss. So when I came back Well, even before I left, there had been a loss here. This entry didn't work for more than 8 ticks, so that would have been a loss for me. So I wasn't trading this chart anymore anyway. At that point, I was looking. Oh wow, what's going on with that? So a pretty good sell off. I wonder if it'll be one leg, two legs down. Anyway, so yeah, I wasn't really looking on this chart anymore for a trade. And then I had 3 other good charts, and then they all one by one ended up getting a loss. So then I switched and found 3 more good charts, and I didn't like anything on those that I saw. And so I didn't take any more trades. I think I missed a couple while I was away. And then, yeah, and then somewhere here I went and fed the dogs and took them out. And yeah, and then I just decided when price was kind of over here, I just decided I was done. So I wanted to make this video and get on with my day. And so yeah, I'll be back tomorrow live streaming. I'm doing that every day now, between around 9:45 a.m. to 12:30 Eastern, which for me on the West Coast is 6:45 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and 80% discount still going on, like I said. And yeah, for my stats, so good start to the week, 2-0, and 61 and 16 overall, so still hanging at 79%. But I think I don't have a problem with those numbers. A lot of those losses happened when I was first starting this particular trading strategy with NQ, and part of the strategy is when do you just take every entry no matter what it looks like versus when do you start applying rules because you know that a chart may get a loss, or if something just looks bad according to what you understand for context of the day. So today, I skipped the first 2 trades on the chart. They didn't look like great trades. They worked anyway. Then I went and took the 2 trades I took that neither one looked great, but it was a working chart, and there was no reason to not think that those would work for any kind of contextual reasons in that range, even though it was a bit choppy. So yeah, I think that's it for me today. Thanks for watching my review. I'll continue this journey. We'll see where we get. Yeah, I went through all the accounts. So yeah, need about 900 more on my PA number 2 to qualify for a payout. I did switch. I was trading 1 contract for a while on the PA account, and now I'm back to trading 2 contracts on my PA accounts because it's just I feel like I need to take advantage of the fact that more times than not, I am, I'm winning my trades. 8 out of 10 trades, I am getting wins, and so it'll be easier and faster for me to get to a payout by trading at least 2 contracts. And so I'm back to two contracts, and even for a while, I wasn't trading more than 1 trade on a day. And you can see I took 2 trades on the PA number 2 today. Just deciding I need to get a little bit more aggressive and make it happen. So I really was aiming for a payout in February. Looks pretty unlikely that that's going to happen since I have 7 more days before the payout window closes, which is, I think I only have 4 or 5 more trading days before that payout window closes for February. So just want to get a little bit more aggressive with it and really try to make it happen. Because once I get this first payout, all my expenses are paid, and then I feel like I could be a little bit looser because now I'll have that money back in my pocket. And even if I lose a bunch of accounts and start building up debt to Apex again, it'll be a new debt. It'll be starting from 0 and building back up. So I'm willing to do that, but I don't want to get into a situation where I'm in for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars before I get any payouts. It just doesn't make sense to do it that way. So, wow, this thing is really slowing down. So I suppose we're going to be looking for a measured move, which it's already almost at. So this is really kind of the only drawing I really do anymore. I used to draw channels and ranges and all kinds of stuff, STTs. Now I'm just really more thinking about measured moves. And, when it doesn't reach a measured move, it's not surprising for it to sell off like that in this situation. So that's kind of what I'm bringing with me from what I used to do trading max pat system. Otherwise, I'm not really concerning myself with breaks and things. I see it without drawing it. So when I see something obvious, I'll use it to guide my decision making, but I'm not drawing it. And it's just a much nicer trading day when I'm not worrying about all that. So anyway, check out my live stream if you want to see the trades live. I don't talk much unless someone talks to me. Otherwise, I'll talk about the trade after I take it, or if I see something that's kind of interesting, I'll talk about it. Otherwise, it's pretty silent for the most part, just around my trades. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching me on my trading journey. Like and subscribe if you want to continue seeing how I do. And again, right now I'm just on the path to getting this payout on PA number 2. And once I can make that happen, I feel like I'm going to get even more aggressive. So hopefully I can get there soon. All right, that's it for me. See you tomorrow.